Hello guys, how are you all? I hope you all would be doing good. So, in today's video, we'll talk about 5 oxygen giving indoor plants. This was one of the first video I had put on my channel, but at that time I didn't used to show my face or voice. So, I thought of making a more interactive video this time. So, watch this video till the end to know more about it. So, let's get started. The first plant on our list is snake plant, also known as mother-in-law's tongue. It is one of those plants which can convert carbon dioxide into oxygen at night. It helps to remove toxic chemicals like xylene, benzene, toluene, formaldehyde, etc. To care this plant, keep this plant in a well-lit place where it receives indirect sunlight for few hours. But this plant can even grow in zero sunlight. It does not need light to grow at all. But if you want your plant to grow fast and be healthy, then you will have to keep it in a well-lit place. For watering, water this plant frequently, but keep in mind that you never overwater it. As snake plant is a type of succulent, it does not need too much water. Overwatering will surely kill the plant than to underwatering. Water the plant once or twice a month depending on the climate. For soil, as I mentioned before, that snake plant is a type of succulent and hence it will not be needing a soggy soil. The soil should not hold water for a very long time. Once you water the plant, the water should start seeping out from the drainage holes within few seconds. And finally, for fertilizer, fertilize this plant with water-soluble fertilizer once in 2 months. The next plant on our list is peace lily, also known as Spathiphyllum. It is also one of the top plants recommended by NASA for air purification. It can remove chemicals from the air mentioned earlier. It is a very popular indoor plant as it has a very beautiful white flower. It is a very low maintenance plant. For sunlight, it is a semi-shade plant. It can tolerate extremely low light conditions, but if you want them to bloom, then you will need to provide them with some indirect sunlight. Direct sunlight can scorch the leaves of the plant. For watering, this plant needs a moist soil but does not like to stand in a soggy soil. A pro tip: whenever you see the top 1 inch of the soil dry, water the plant. If the soil does not stick to your finger, that means you will have to water the plant, and if it sticks, do not water the plant. For soil, peace lily likes a well-draining moist soil. The soil should not hold water for a long time as it might kill the plant. Add some coco peat in the soil and that's all. Fertilize your plant with any natural fertilizer once a month. The next plant on our list is Erica palm. It is also known as butterfly palm as it is a very popular house plant. You would have seen them in restaurants, airport, mall, etc. It is a very beautiful plant and can also remove chemicals from the air like acetone, toluene, etc. It acts as a natural cooler as it adds moisture to the surroundings. It may grow as tall as 7 feet, which may even give a tropical look to your house. This plant should get bright filtered light but should not be kept in a dark corner of the house. If you keep them in direct sunlight, the scorching rays of the sun may burn the tip of the plant, so avoid that. For watering, Erica palm likes the soil to be moist. It does not like the soil to be dry. You can use the pro tip to water this plant as well, as the pro tip can be useful for watering most of the indoor plants. Fertilize this plant with any sort of fertilizer but try to put natural fertilizer. The second last plant on our list is aloe vera. It is one of the most common house plant as it is really very easy to care and also has some medicinal benefits. It provides oxygen 24/7 and also provides oxygen at night. Aloe likes to be in a place where it receives 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight. Its leaves will become soggy if it is kept in a dark place. If you want your aloe to grow rapidly, then you will have to keep it in direct sunlight. For watering, this plant does not need water at all. Water the plant when the soil is completely dry. This plant does not need water holding soil. If it holds water, it can kill the plant. So it will be needing a loose porous soil which can drain water easily. And fertilize this plant twice a year. For more info, you can watch my video on how to care aloe vera. I will give the link of the video here, you can check it out there. And let's talk about the first plant. And finally, the most common plant among them is money plant. You all know about this plant, so I will not discuss much about it. This plant removes most of the chemicals from the air which can be harmful for us. This plant needs indirect sunlight for few hours. You can even keep this plant in dark corners as it can easily adapt, but then make sure to move the plant to a bright spot once a week. Water this plant once you see the top 2 inches of the soil dry. Do not overwater it. It can be harmful for the plant and in some cases the plant might even die. The soil for this plant should be well draining and soil should contain some additional coco peat. Fertilize this plant once a month with any water soluble fertilizer. That's all for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful. If yes, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and also click on that red subscribe button below. But have you watched my first vlog? If not, click on the left video and watch it, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye.